yourself helps you in living a purposeful, meaningful, and a fulfilled life. How can you get to know yourself properly, deeply, and fully? So first, become conscious of everything in your life. When you become conscious, you're taking a first step towards yourself. And when you become conscious of your internal world, you automatically become conscious of the external world. Being conscious does not mean critically criticizing everything that is happening in your life. It simply means just observing what is going in your life. It can include your patterns, the way you talk to yourself, about yourself, to your own self and to others, and it can also include the way you talk to others. Patterns can be like the first thing that you do when you wake up in the morning, the first thing that you do when you go out, the way you react to other people, the way you react to situations. It can also include the thoughts that you think before you go to bed and the thoughts that you think throughout the day. Next point is observe rather than absorb. This simply means start observing everything that is happening in your life. It can include your thoughts, your behaviors, your actions. It simply means observing your external world. And instead of absorbing all the information in or taking all and every information that is happening in your life inside your mind, start observing. So when you observe, you allow your nervous system to calm down. You are in a natural state, or you are in a state wherein you're calm, your mind is calm, and you are more likely to take in information that is actually needed. So this also means whenever you have this urge to lie, or you have this urge to show off just because your friend is showing off something, and in order for you to also show off, you sometimes tend to lie. So whenever you have this urge to lie or to show off, you can always take a step back and directly ask yourself, which part of me is feeling insecure right now? It can be your inner child, it can be your teenage self, it can be your current self, and in that moment you need to be so truthful to yourself. And when you're true to yourself, you're able to heal those wounds or those insecurities pretty well. Sometimes in some situations we get very defensive about ourselves, our lives, our situations, and in order for us to protect ourselves from negative emotions, traumatic events and behaviors, we start using defense mechanisms. So defense mechanisms are like a protection shield that protects us from negative emotions. So for example, you can rationalize a situation, and you can also project your feelings onto the other person. We in our daily lives use a lot of defense mechanisms in order for us to protect us from those negative emotions, and we shield ourselves by using these defense mechanisms. So start becoming conscious of using these defense mechanisms, and whenever you feel that anxiousness, or you have this urge to show off or this urge to lie, just simply take a step back and ask yourself and allow yourself to be truthful about things. So the next point is distortion. This simply means a person starts believing something to be true when it's actually not true. So they distort away from the reality. So they create your own reality, and a simple example of this could be when a person is not ready to accept that there is positive in a particular situation, and they try to make that situation very worse or even worse than it actually is. Will always see negative in every situation. Even though there is positive things happening in your life, that person will not notice the positive things. They will always notice the negative things. So distortion simply means healing away this thing, and whenever you are in a situation that is creating negative, that is bringing a lot of negative emotions in your life, instead of running away from the negative emotions, take a step back and welcome those negative emotions. When you welcome those negative emotions, you allow yourself to feel whatever is happening in your life, and when you feel what is happening in your life, you are true to yourself. So when things are not right, you can always look out for 5 good things in your surroundings that you are grateful for. So distortion also involves a person's beliefs, thoughts and actions can be biased towards a particular event, or it can be false. So it is very important for us to release those negative limiting beliefs and allow yourself to experience life in the most truthful and positive. So the next point is rechecking your beliefs. So sit with yourself and write about all the negative beliefs you have in life. You can start with 5 aspects of your life. It can be relationships. So for example, you believe that all men are same and all men are going to cheat upon you. So that is not true. True men literally exist. You can think about a relationship that you admire. If you do not admire any relationship, allow yourself and write down all the limiting beliefs you have about relationships that are not serving you, and they are understand that they are not letting you grow and evolve, and they're holding you back from experiencing a truthful, happy, healthy relationship. Category is career and money. So in this category, for example, you have a belief that only rich people will get rich, and you will just be a corporate employee. So this is not true. You can start researching about all the people who were in corporate and they quit their jobs and now they are successful entrepreneurs and they have their own business. So this will not only motivate you, but also it will help you to believe in yourself that anything is possible. It's just you have to take that step forward towards yourself, and you have to let go all of the negative beliefs that were holding you back. So similarly, the next category can be self. So it can be about your body, it can be about your self image, it can be about your self worth. And next category can be your family and your friends. For example, you have not been lucky in the friendship department. You can sit with yourself and ask yourself questions. What are the beliefs, what are the values you would like to have in a friendship? What is a true friend to you, and how can you become that true friend for your own self? And when there is an opportunity, you will not hold yourself from stepping into a good bond with another person. So changing and adapting new beliefs can be a journey. So it is very important for you to keep reminding your brain and your mind that you are living in a new reality. You should affirm mantras, you should affirm affirmations to yourself. You, every time you look into the mirror, start repeating your reality. Allow yourself to feel good things, allow yourself to receive all the good things in life, allow yourself to receive compliments. So when you do all of these things, you are allowing your brain and your mind to let yourself know that your negative beliefs are not there anymore, and you need to reaffirm in your mind your new beliefs, so that you are consciously and happily becoming a new person. Next point is ask yourself questions. So, how do we get to know ourselves? You can always ask yourself questions. Be curious about yourself. Ask questions to yourself related to hobbies, related to things that you want to have in life. Have a bucket list. Try things, try new things, things you would like to explore, places you would like to go, clothes you would like to wear. Write it on a bucket list and ask yourself questions. What things give me happiness and what are the things that makes me sad? So what are my strengths, what are my weaknesses? Ask yourself these questions. Next point is write about all the lessons you have learned in life. This will help you in reflection, you to allow yourself to see your own growth, to appreciate yourself, and to recognize how far you have come. Every year on my birthday or around my birthday, I sit with myself and I write down all the lessons that I learned in last year, and I appreciate my growth, and I always praise myself for the things that I've evolved, and for the things that I've changed for good and how far I've come. So it's a good way to boost your self-esteem, and it will also increase your self-love, and it will help you understand and love yourself better. The next and most important point is leaving the baggage behind. So when you sit with yourself and ask those questions, allow yourself to be in a space wherein you are creating a safe space without judgment, and in that moment bring all the negative things that has happened in your life and try to write it on a piece of paper. Sit with it, allow all the negative feelings to come on the surface. Think about the lessons that you learned from those mistakes, write about those lessons, and in those moments, let those things go. I know this is a very tough thing to do, but when you face your fears, you are reminding yourself that you are brave and you are confident and you can do anything in this life. You can start by forgiving yourself. And the next thing you can do is forgive other people. Make a list of people who have hurt you in the most brutal way possible, or in the one way or the other. Just write about those people and allow your heart to forgive them. Even if you're not able to forgive, just say out loud or write it on a piece of paper that I forgive you. And if you have a picture of them, just say all the things that you want to say. If you're not a person who likes to write, just say it out loud. Say to that person in your mind, or however you like. Just say the things, just say all the unsaid things that you have kept in your mind. And sometimes when we do not get an opportunity to talk to that person, there is a build up in our mind, and we try to repress that build up, and one day it bursts completely. So it's not a good way to process emotions. So what you can do is, again, uh, create a safe space for yourself and try to talk about the situation with yourself. If you're not able to talk about it with yourself, try talking to a loved one or a professional. Okay? And understand that healing is a lifelong journey, and you're doing good. Just appreciate yourself. Okay? So these were few points that you can get to know yourself. If you are on this journey and you like the content that I create, and if it's helping you in one way or the other, do join me on this journey. Thank you for choosing me as your guide. I will see you in the next one.